Hi guys! Welcome to my channel. So before we get started, make sure to hit that like button, also subscribe to my channel. 7 habits that are destroying your motivation. So make sure to watch the full video. 1. Creating excuses. There are a million reasons not to do something. If you're afraid of making a change, you'll always find reasons to justify your comfortable lifestyle. For example, let's say you're working at a boring job that does not excite or inspire you. You dream of pursuing a more satisfying career, but you're struggling to let go of the comfort and stability that you have right now. Every time you think about quitting your boring job, you come up with a list of excuses that keep you locked in place. This destructive habit takes a toll on your motivation. Making excuses, no matter how big or small, discourages you from achieving your dreams. You never grow or improve because you always find reasons to procrastinate the risks that you need to take. So stop making excuses. There may be a million reasons to not do something, but you only need one reason to follow through. If you want something more from your life, nothing should stand in your way. The more excuses you make, the harder it becomes to really change, so let go of your excuses and pursue what matters most to you. 2. Idolizing celebrities. Do you idolize successful people? Do you marvel at the amazing things that they've achieved? If you want to be successful, it's important to find people whose stories challenge and inspire you. You may look up to celebrities, artists, or natural leaders. You may respect the wisdom they've acquired or the skills they've learned, but you need to remember that successful people are still people. Some time ago, they were standing in your shoes looking up to all the individuals they admired. And back then, they were uncertain of their future, and they doubted whether they had what it takes to be successful. Despite their worries and fears, they forged their own path. They persevered through failure, and they created their own definition of success. When you idolize successful people, you treat them like larger-than-life characters. 3. Complicated plans. Planning is a valuable trait, but too much planning can decrease your motivation. Many people waste hours of their time choosing what they're going to do instead of actually doing it. You may plan out every minute of your schedule. Set dozens of small, concrete goals. You may prepare complex, inspiring routines, but unless you're acting on your intentions, those plans are a waste of your time. This is a common trap that many people fall into without realizing how much damage they're doing. You may be overcomplicating your problems because you don't believe in your ability to face them. No amount of planning is a substitute for courage and determination. You can make the most detailed plans, but the only way to achieve your goal is to take action. It doesn't mean all plans are wasted time. Schedule spreadsheets and to-do lists are fantastic tools to stay organized and efficient. In the beginning, these tools can help you figure out what you need to do and when you need to do it. But once you understand the challenges in front of you, there's no more time to lose. Set your schedules aside, put your spreadsheets away, and start making real progress toward your goals. 4. Judgmental assumptions. Many people justify their lack of achievement by making rash assumptions about others. You look at people who have achieved more than you, and you assume they have cut corners to get where they are today. Then you may undervalue their accomplishments, and you may blame their success on their upbringing or their good fortune. But your judgments are merely defensive mechanisms that allow you to justify your personal failures. This bad habit not only skews your vision of the world, but also destroys your motivation. It leads you to believe that luck is the only reason why anyone is successful. The more value you place on luck, the less important it seems to work hard and make investments in your success. Over time, this negative mindset decreases your motivation to work and excel. If you're convinced that hard work doesn't earn you anything in life, well, why invest time and effort into your goals? Luckily, this couldn't be further from the truth. Time, effort, and emotional investments are essential components of any success story, no matter where they come from. The vast majority of the time, people find success because they've made a commitment to their goals and they've stopped at nothing to achieve them. 5. Pinpointing flaws. Nothing saps your motivation faster than self-criticism. When something doesn't go your way, you may attack your weaknesses and exaggerate your failures. You may blame yourself for every mistake and swear you'll never fail again. You may think you're motivating yourself to do better next time, but this harsh self-criticism often damages your motivation because you're chipping away at your self-efficacy. Each time you criticize your failures, you're creating pressure, stress, and self-doubt, all of which weigh on your mind and lower your confidence. It's hard to have faith in yourself when you're constantly fixating on your flaws. If you want to build motivation, confidence, and self-belief, you need to find more constructive ways to learn and improve. For instance, instead of criticizing your mistakes, try encouraging your progress. 6. Staying still. Motivation is closely associated with movement, excitement, and change. Often the most motivating experiences are those things that change your perspective and spark your interest. Your brain is naturally drawn to exciting and original experiences. These experiences boost your energy and build your motivation, yet many people deprive themselves of new or exciting stimuli. For example, many workers sit in the same spot and stare at the same screen for hours on end. For the first hour, your brain may be interested in the work in front of you, but that interest quickly fades. Your brain begins craving something new, something interesting, exciting, or unique. It doesn't have to be a dramatic change. You don't have to travel across the world every time your brain gets bored. But you should regularly energize your brain by changing your environment or shifting your focus. While spending hours in one place can sap your motivation, simple habits like walking outside or talking to a coworker can improve your mood and reignite your interest. During these small breaks, you provide your brain with much-needed relief from those boring, monotonous activities. 7. Shirking responsibility. Many people lose motivation because they're unwilling to take responsibility for their mistakes. When something goes wrong, they don't think about what they did wrong. Instead, they blame their programs, their coworkers, or something that was out of their control. This bad habit creates a disconnect between the goals that you set and the progress you make. You're unable to improve because you cannot identify the obvious flaws in your work. In other words, taking responsibility for your failures is an important part of building motivation and achieving success. When you own a mistake, you identify opportunities for improvement. Using that information, you can create a clear path toward success. So, take responsibility for your mistakes. Don't assume your tools or your coworkers are the reason that you haven't found success. Many of the most successful people achieved great things with fewer resources than you have right now. Work with what you've got, learn from your mistakes, because no matter who you are, your happiness and success are your responsibility. These habits destroying your motivation. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. Also subscribe to our channel before you go.